So here we are out here at one of Chris Miles's houses he's building, and I wanted to do this video about root barriers, because a big problem that we have in building houses is we love old trees and we don't like cutting them down because we love them, but sometimes they grow a little too close to the house and we have issues with roots, particularly in an arid area like we live in, where the roots tend to want to go up under the foundation to get moisture this time of year. So Chris is putting in what's called a root barrier, and he's generously agreed to show me how they work. So this is a house that he's doing right now in Colleyville, Texas. This is the foundation that's going in. It's a post-tension foundation. That's a house he's doing next door. And we're gonna take a look at this root barrier. Hello, Mr. Miles.
Mr. Guthrie.
How are you, sir? Good morning, sir. So this is a little panel that you've got.
Yeah, it actually comes in 12 by 36 inch sections.
And it looks like it's just sort of vinyl of some kind. Rubberish, vinylish.
It's a hard plastic.
A hard plastic.
Yeah.
And it just slides together in a little track.
It comes apart a lot easier than it goes together.
There it goes.
So they go together, and then what we're going to do is, you can see that this tree over here is very, very close to the foundation.
Within 10 feet.
Well, yeah, these are 3 feet.
And these are big old oak trees, or this one's a big oak tree. So this oak tree, he's got pretty big roots.
Well, no, I think this is an oak tree.
Uh-huh.
This is like an elm, and you can see the roots on the surface there where they're
You can
growing.
see them coming right up shallow, and I'll show that in a minute.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can see right at the base of it, the roots are real shallow, and so they'll come right under that foundation if they're allowed to. Well, here's some right here, actually, from this plumbing ditch. You can see the roots sticking out of the ground just from where they're running a water line down there. You can see the blue water line, and that's how shallow those roots are. So that's what we're trying to deal with.
Well, and the reason for the root barrier is that in Texas we have wet spells, we have dry spells, and so as the trees need water and as the ground dries out, especially when they get this close, or in older houses where people have planted trees in their yards, side yards, front yards, the roots start growing out, and the first place they go is they go underneath the slab,
seeking moisture.
Water. Yeah, seeking moisture.
Right.
And so it can really be damaging to the foundation, and a lot of the foundation companies, when they're repairing slabs, or they'll go in and actually install root barriers on existing foundations to keep that from happening so it doesn't damage your foundation. It's not that the roots damage, this tree sucking the moisture out of the foundation.
And when it does, it's sucking the moisture out from way back.
Yes.
Way back in under the foundation,
Yes,
where it normally would stay moist even in a drought.
So these panels, I've got
So what
8 of them.
So what they've done is I don't have good light here, but what they've done is they dug the
You got some sun right there on a piece of the beam.
they dug the beam 12 inches deeper. For how long?
They've done it all the way down about 10 feet past this tree. So we're doing it all the way here, and then turning a corner, and we're going to run all the way around. This is a front porch, so we're going to run it all the way around so it goes in front of this tree. So we're trying to, and with this hard plastic, it will stop the roots from...
It'll kind of make them grow sideways,
yes,
or it'll sort of deflect them. It'll teach them to grow.
Yeah, So
So we're educating the tree.
yeah, so we'll put these panels in and we'll hold them up temporarily while they're pouring the foundation, and with a piece of rebar, and then when the foundation is poured, it'll push it up against the dirt. And so literally you have a concrete beam with the root barrier against it to prevent the tree's roots from going underneath the foundation.
That's fascinating.
Yeah, yeah.
That's fascinating. And the thing that's interesting to me, because when we talked about it originally, the first thing that I thought was, well, you're going to put in a root barrier that's 3 or 4 feet wide, like the width of the tree. But no, you're putting in 60, 70 feet of it, or longer than that.
Yeah, we're going down to...
And that's what I love about the system. It's affordable. I mean, when you can really do, you can do the whole as long as you want. These things very expensive?
They're about, I think there's 28 lineal feet in a box. It was about $200.
That's not bad.
No.
That's a whole lot cheaper than repairing your foundation.
It sure is.
Hey, we really appreciate you spending some time with us, and
glad you got to come out
and
today.
showing us,
Yeah,
showing
absolutely.
us. Yeah.